COVID-19 has shaken grassroots sport to its foundations, but in a corner of northwest London, one man and a WhatsApp group managed to rescue a struggling community sports club who recently suffered a club tragedy. Brondesbury Bowls Club benefited from the efforts of Tim Rowe and his self-styled Toy Boys, a group of 50-something mates who had never previously played the sport.
2 years ago, I had an accident at work. I'm a builder and I fell off a ladder and snapped my ankle. So I couldn't play tennis or golf or anything for ages. And then slowly, as I was getting better, I kept driving past Brondesbury Lawn Bowls Club. And I was just thinking, well, that's something I might be able to do. We started having a Tuesday night lawn bowls night, and I've now got over 50 people on the WhatsApp group, and it's basically people from all walks of life, who most of them live locally in the area, and who all came at first thinking, it was all a bit tongue-in-cheek when we first started. Malcolm, the captain's like 76, the groundsman, Roy, was 90, and a lot of people were much older. And I said, how many members have you got? And he said 24. And so it was quite obvious to us that they were struggling financially. But on a Tuesday night, people started rocking up and paying £7 a go, buying a few drinks at the bar. And then over time, people started wanting to join because they were enjoying it so much. Everyone kind of got really addicted.
The group received sad news recently when the 90-year-old club groundsman passed away after contracting COVID-19.
I think it really knocked the club for six. They were really, really upset by it, as were all of us, because Roy was a really lovely man.
As well as helping out with jobs whilst others were off work due to the virus, Tim got the weekly bowls night up and running, but it was slightly different than usual, of course.
We kept social distancing, and we were really quite strict about that. People had to start from separate ends. If they weren't playing, they had to sit in different areas around the green, so people weren't all bunched together. And it was a roaring success. And since that Tuesday, I think 20 of our group have joined already, and everybody else wants to. So that keeps the club alive financially.
The Toy Boys group contains a complete broad spectrum of society, with plasterers, bankers, a Hollywood actor and a radio DJ all meeting up together every week.
We're in our 50s and we're young compared to everybody else there. We feel like we're from Love Island compared to that lot. It's been like relief for us to turn up and feel like we're doing something quite positive, because everything's been so sad and different. No one knows what's going on. Just to have something like that has had a really positive effect, not just on the Bowls Club, but also on our group, because some people have been really quite struggling with self-isolation. Some people live on their own, and so have been self-isolating on their own. So the easing of lockdown, meaning that we can go, and if we're sensible, go and roll on the rinks, has been a really positive thing.